No, don't tell me what to do.
I walk this road, I walk the line, I walk this wire within my mind, and it's me I choose to find my own freedom. I see the signs, they are divine. Wake me up from this hell that I'm in. Wake me up from the loneliness inside. Wake me up and the dream that lives in my mind. I create my thoughts, they are divine. They say, darling, here's the key. You are own destiny. We can live it eternally.
And who are they but you and me?
In your me, I am. You are. We are one for eternity.
And it's funny, I chose that video, well, the song, because Judy wrote it, Mountain Rain. But the colors on her image match my shirt, which I know is just a weird synchronicity, but still. Hi, Jelly Jungle. Hi, Genevieve. Wishing you a happy 11th of October. You too. Cheers, cheers. Um, did you see the funny video? That's stupid funny that I sent you on Instagram? Oh my god. It's so silly. I had to send it to as many people as I could, just personally, just to giggle up their inbox. Hi, Mr. Hugh, too. How are you? First card up. Put on the glasses. 18. Integrity. 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 I'm gonna leave that at that. Kind of speaks for itself. Or not. And I named the stream Regeneration. And going into the definition of regeneration, the action or process of regenerating or being regenerated. That's like using the same word. The act of improving a place or a system, especially by making it more active or successful. The act of the state of being regenerated, spiritual renewal. What else? Ooh, collectively, this speaks volumes. The process of making an area, institutions, systems, etc., develop and grow strong again. We kind of need that collectively. To create, regeneration means to create again. Anyways, I'm going to leave that at that. But I was guided to that word to start the stream. How you guys doing? What's up, buttercups? How was your guys's, oh my gosh. How was your guys's sleep time? I had a strange evening where after I stopped my live stream, I was like in full on like wee shiverlicious. And then I don't know how to describe it, but I'll do the best I can. Head activations last night. I described it to Jackie earlier in a text of my head felt like sizzling bacon, but without the smell or flavor. Um, just that everything kind of creepy crawly and the sizzle part. I know that might not make sense, but it's the only human words that I can think of. And I went to bed before 11 or around 11 Eastern time, but the sizzling, popping, shifting stuff um, was just so all encompassing that it didn't allow for sleep time until like 2 or 3 a.m. So, although I did get sustained sleep after, I still feel like tired today. Yeah. Hey Amber, how you feeling, sweetie? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool that the first card up is integrity, because within the regeneration, a lot of integrity is needed. Hi, homeless in America. How are you, sweetie? Thanks for coming in. Is it getting cooler for you where you are, homeless in America? Last night, we're not at freezing yet, and we didn't get frost, but it's pretty damn cold. And I live smack dab in the middle of where there's homelessness all around me. And we have certain people that are very lucid, and we also have certain people who are not. And last night we had a screamer just walking around screaming fuck. And at one point I was listening and I was just like, it was so timed the way his fucks were being let out of him. And part of me was asking my higher self, should I just go outside and offer some, food or blankets or something? And everything was like, no. I am protected, but there is a cautiousness to be had. The screamers aren't the same as the lucid ones. Anyways, I feel to bring that up because a lot of spiritual people act as if nothing's actually going on in the world and everything's just fine, and hey, let's just talk to fucking unicorns and dragons and multidimensional beings and everything's fucking fine down here. And it's like, yeah, bitches, it's not. You know what I mean? Some of us are smack dab in the middle of it, and we're living and witnessing the ripple effect of everything in ways that, almost 52 years old, I never seen or witnessed such things in my life. It would have been very easy if I was off grid to pretend everything's fine and just to keep talking to fucking unicorns, but that doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all I got for that. Amber, tummy is better today. I'm at work. Still feel a little weak and tired, but overall better. Good, sweetie. How's work feeling? Does it feel like just good to be doing something, or is like part of you just like, damn, I shouldn't be here? Just wondering. Mr. Hugh, too. That is energy, Jen. I get that. Homeless in America. Just cold, raining here and freezing. You're 75 miles from the Canadian border, so about 120 kilometers. I work in kilometers. I know the other side, right? So I've lived and traveled through British Columbia, so I know the other side very well. Did many highways, small roads, and back roads, and logging roads, and mountains. Jelly Jungle, Heinz, relax. It's the future. I definitely need that. I thought it was so funny. Like when the kid said, I'm going to my room and wanted to take the ketchup bottle. Oh my god, it reminded me of like that 80s thing when the Sears catalog would come out and dudes would be so excited because they got to see bras. And I know if you're not like a 70s, 80s child, you're like, what? Right? Because y'all have had access to fucking porn and seeing stuff your whole lives. A Sears catalog with, simple white bras might not rock your crank. But how in the 80s and stuff it was like, ooh, the big eyes and the, a belly button. It's a big fucking deal. Oh my god. Or National Geographic. Oh my god, how many dudes I knew that were just so like, oh, did you see the National Geographic? I have a fucking copy. Let's look at it, boys. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna leave that at that. Thanks, Jelly, for bringing up my giggles. Amber says, no, we're all bored. There's not much to do. We're all just kind of here. Oh, dude. Sometimes those are the best shifts ever, right? Because you can fuck around and just fuck around and find out, enjoy the day. And other times it's just like, oh my god, can I go home? And that was the best part of being like a boss, right? It was like, okay, this place is dead. Like, who gets to go home? Let's play rock, paper, scissors, and who gets to go home because one person has to stay. Or even how, like, I remember sometimes where it was like, oh my god, in my restaurant, I had been alone for hours. And it was like, I don't give a shit if my sign on the door says I close at whatever time. I'm out of here. And I just fucking shut the door and fuck you. You should have been here hours ago. I'm sitting here twiddling my fucking thumbs for hours. Yeah, Homeless in America specifies I'm on the West Coast, 112 miles south of Vancouver. Yeah, I'm going to be really honest with you. From what I see from the insider people that have like real channels, like not the news and shit, it ain't more beautiful. Um, Canadian side. I follow a few people who go truly in depth to show certain things. Um, in places like Surrey, British Columbia, and Vancouver itself, and it's tent cities everywhere, and tent city parts is the lucky ones that actually have what they need, and then gather together to be kind of safer, right? Um, yeah. The anyways, I don't want to get too much into that stuff because I'm gonna bring like roar, go like that, but the awareness, right? Anyways, I'm gonna pull a few cards. If anybody wants a card for themselves, which always usually has messages for other people, just ask. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do random pulls from random decks. Whew. Scotty is in Vancouver. I'm not aware who that person is. Card number 27. 2 and 7 is 9. Mega synchronicity for me with the cat energy and the ballerina energy. The fact that the ballerina has a mask on is kind of like, But then again, that thing for the masquerade, right? 27, exchanging gifts. The law of giving and receiving currency, trade offs, weighing costs, and determining value. I find it interesting that this card comes up when I was speaking about homelessness and certain things. And truly, within the entire collective, there's enough wealth land, food to be shared amongst everyone and everyone be safe, housed, and clothed. Really, it's the lack of trust and the programs of service to self that make it that, you know what I mean, that we're still in this shit show and that it's amping up instead of just done. You know what I mean? Even within the spiritual community, so many people speak of having open hearts and such things, and it's like they still are not at that level of trust, and there's more service to self than service to the all. And that might trigger some people, but it's a damn fact, right? When you have somebody who's charging $200-300 for you to have, you know, a session with them for an hour or an hour and a half, when the baseline minimum wage or close to it is not even close to $100, uh, the actual people who need services, right? And being told that the projection, you're projecting because you're in lack. Once you get over your abundance wounds, you'll be able to manifest what you need to see me. Here's the funny thing: once somebody's able to manifest what they need to see somebody that charges so much, they don't actually need their services anymore, right? So that's the funny thing. We're being told to trust that we are the ones in lack, and then other people are securing to make sure that they've got enough, and the plan looking forward and the hoarding for the future, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense at all. The oracle's message: you're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet, in order to honor them, I've never seen this card. It's the first time ever since I've had this deck that it's come up. Yet, in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experiences and skills, and commit heart to soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must exchange in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you can deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do, do, do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. Sexy and I know it. Relationship message: love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and for abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gifts in return. Open your heart, allow it to be filled. Let love in, let love flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. And last but not least, the protection message. And this one, this is important, especially with all the you can manifest whatever you want kind of talk, right? That is so prevalent in like all everywhere right now. Excuse me. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And then you realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You might find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but no, you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or you won't pay the dues that it's asking of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears costs. It's okay though, because Spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode or in a codependent dynamic or holding on to a false sense of control. Others might push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both the give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. Boom. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to be right back. I just going to go see my baby bear for a second. Okay. Bonjour Alex, comment ça va? Comment ça va? Hello, beautiful people. Hello, comment ça va? How's Romania energy today? I just pulled raw morganite. Look how the delicateness of the pinkness comes through with both the first cards. I love it, right? And the cards flow together color-wise. Raw morganite. It's not something that I have in my possession. And whenever I pull raw morganite, I think of Morgan, Avalon energy. Oh my gosh. Avalon, Camelot. Lancelot has come up for me 3 times already today, and it's only like, what, 2 something Eastern time? That's a lot. Not quite sure why yet. We'll see. And that pink energy as well. Earlier, I was thinking of, yes, I did. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. I did. I just looked at my drawing that's done, except for a little bit since, your birthday, August 17th. I have been like jammed, like literally, like I can pump out like drawings in a way that, somebody will say that must have taken you a lot of time. And it's like, nah, bruh, it took me like a fucking few hours. I did 5 of these today. And I've been like, stuck. And I just looked over and I was like, where the fuck is he? He hasn't been around anywhere. This is so far. I still got details. You can see how long it's been hanging out. The corners like ruffled. There's a couple coffee stains up here. Like this drawing, you've been beside me for fucking since your birthday, dude. Like, like shit. I'm not even joking. I've never had a drawing like that takes me like so many fucking months, right? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I did call for you because I just glanced there because look, I'll show you. My cat is laying here and I put my stack of books and I was like, oh, the drawing was right here. And I was like, oh shit, I put the books so close they all fell on my cat. But he doesn't seem to care. He's in the power of now. I don't care if the books are all over me. Ooh. Damn boy, how you doing? How are you? Yeah, so it's almost done. I guess it could be done, but it's not because there's just little wisps of lines that still need to flow through. This being said, I missed ya. How are ya? Wow, that was whoa. Alex, je vais bien. Salut, ma chérie. Good. Alex, I knew if you came in, you'd be the first and probably only one to notice. I never, hang on, I'm gonna put my device a little different. I never have my thingy in the back. It's usually right on the top. It's, I think it's, I don't know if I've ever, in all of my streams ever, but my head, I've had so many head activations in the last 12-ish hours that my hair is driving me bonkers and my top of my head hurts from having on and off up here. So I was like, I'm just gonna stick it in the back. That's funny. Yeah, I love it too, Damn River Boys. That was cool. That was really cool. Bonjour, Manel. Manel, c'est a blue lily. Greetings, lovely. Greetings, sweetie. I'm so glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. Jackie Fox 333. Hi, sweetie. Roar. Manel, I like your top, Genevieve. Roar, thank you. I found it at like, I don't know, a bargain store for a couple bucks back a couple years ago. And I got it with the intention for it to be for Lily. But I told her, I was like, it's okay if you don't like it because I really like the material and the color. And it's pretty much mine now. Damn River Boys, I've been busy with work but off today and I was getting ready to find some lunch but was wondering if you were on. Rawr. What you gonna have for lunch? Okay, maybe we shouldn't start talking about food too early because then everybody will get hungry. Alex says, yes, your hairstyle has never been like this. That's what I thought. And I legit, like earlier when I put it back here, I was like, the only person who'd probably notice is Alex. And I don't think I've ever done this before. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jim Davidson. How's everything going? It's 1934 for you, Manel? 1934 already. Whoa. Whew. Jackie, it's your shaman hair. Shaman. Shaman jammin'. Manel says, oh, please don't make me hungry. I won't. I won't. Maybe I will on an accident. Oh my gosh, Jim, I'm making my famous homemade venison chili. Roar. Question, do you put just kidney beans or do you put other types of beans in your chili? I'm all around stick as many fucking different kind of beans as there as you can person if I'm gonna make chili, which now you make me want to make chili, which I can't because I have to stock up before I could do that. I'm gonna throw my PayPal in there. I need to stock up before I could do that. I don't make just baby versions of stuff. I go all in and it's like for months and months type of thing. Um, I made a mousse spaghetti sauce. I don't know, was it 3 weeks ago? And I had, by the time I was done, I think I had 7 jars plus what we had for supper the first night. And damn, it's so good that every week and sometimes twice a week, I think I've got only 2 left. And I was blessed with mousse from last year. I had saved it because in the summer it was too hot to cook and, do certain things. So as soon as the weather made it that I could, stick a sauce in the oven for hours without the house being yucky, I made the sauce and it's so, yeah, mousse is sacred to me, Manel. This being said, the hunter and the hunt and how and who and how they practice the hunt is also very monumentally important, right? Anyways, I'm going to leave that at that. I know it can be like a trippy subject for some people, but I'm of the north, right? The hunt is a part of our circle of life. some people don't treat it with respect as such. It's more of a reason to go, like, buy alcohol, go binge drink for a week or so. But many people still, right, honor and respect the hunt. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that at that. Jim says there's three different types, three different kinds, three different peppers, two different onions, the best. The rest I cannot tell you because you have to come with your own bowl. Roar. Yeah, I'm a chef by trade, self taught. I usually am very open to share my recipes compared, right? Um, but most people I've ever shared recipes with will always say it never tastes the same as what you did. And it's like, of course not. My energy is not in it, right? But yeah, I love too that, like, when you two different kinds of onions, I'm that kind of person as well. Two to three different kinds sometimes because it's just, it just, the flavor, right? And to me, if I only ever had onions, salt, and pepper, the rest, like, though, that's my trinity of what I need, right? And garlic, I would say, but I can go without the garlic. But onion, salt, and pepper, just raw. That, to me, that's my immunity as well, right? Why go shoot ourselves up with boosters and vaccines when just eat healthy and eat well and amp up the things that are good for our immune system? Okay, so I've been holding raw morganite, which is card number 46, which ends up as a 10, for about, I don't know, 15 minutes. So I'm going to get into it. Sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, and self forgiveness. Self forgiveness ties into a post I shared earlier about certain things and how, you know what I mean? The outside blame of blaming that certain things, it's not even about that, it's about forgiving self. Okay, no matter how hard the rock, over time, water will alter it. It will make a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There's no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Ooh, I'm having a major heart, like, allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles that serve no one. You're able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. And the best way to handle the dramas that are in front of you right now is ignore them, right? Other people want to project, manifest drama. Let them. Let them do it. Um, don't react. That's what people, right? That's what feels and fuels the drama. When actually no one is participating in the drama and no one's enabling anybody to continue the drama just stops because there's no audience. It really is just that simple. It might not sound simple, right, when you're the one being projected upon, but again, it's not personal. People only project from their wounds, not from their highest self or love, empathy, and compassion. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you, and Ra Morganite Spirit is here to let you know that you are not alone. Boom. I find this very important. The conscious universe will be gentle with you. So, has anyone noticed that if you're being projected upon or anyone's trying to pull you into drama, when you allow for yourself to not engage, how little miracles will happen in your life? Abundance will flow a certain way. You get gifted someone from something random from someone. More feathers appear. Sometimes traffic. You're driving and you know there's nothing in front of you. Parking spots just appear out of nowhere. That's like the gift from the universe for not engaging in certain things, right? It's magically delicious and it can sound hollow, right? I just don't want to be projected upon. I'm so tired of all the drama. But if you allow yourself to not engage, retreat, just let people play out what they want, other things will come to you in magical, mystical ways that sometimes, like, it's just so it's so freaking rewarding and amazing that I don't even have the words for it. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. Spirit will let you know that you're not alone, that you have a solid foundation beneath you. So express your gifts of empathy and compassion with integrity. That was the first card up. And the second card being exchanging gifts, right? The laws of giving and receiving, how especially the givers must be open to receiving. We can't just give, give, give. We have to be open to receiving, and how exchanging gifts really, the simplicity of it, the circle of life of it, it's just a beautiful raw essence. Anyways, okay, relationship message. Gentle assertiveness is the way now. For the message of raw Morganite spirit is to conserve your resources and avoid giving in to the drama of battles. People who are wounded might not appreciate you now, so set healthy boundaries, for your compassion and kindness extends to yourself. Express the strength of vulnerability by being honest without oversharing, and by letting others see that you are on a healing path so that they might be inspired as well. And last but not least, the crystal spirit meditation. Morganite is a gentle, heart cleansing stone that is valuable when we wish to release old patterns, wounds, and blockages that are obstacles to loving relationships with others. Meditation with this stone allows connection to divine love, which eases the fear of vulnerability and allows us to be open to receiving love from others and from spirit. Exactly. Have a good day, Jim Davidson. Trust in Jesus. Stand with Jesus. Everyone have a blessed day. Thanks for coming in, Jim. Gonna catch up to the comments. Thank you, Manel. I love your energy. I love yours too, sweetie. Me feels you. Me feels you in the bestest ways. Manel says, honor the hunt indeed. Yes. Jim Davidson says, certified chef 2 years of school when I was younger. All right on. That's awesome. Manel, cooking is organic. Yup. Jim says, pause and relax and love. Alex says, garlic run. Oh my gosh. I made zucchini last night, sliced zucchini with bruschetta topping, and I used 4 big cloves of garlic, smashed them all up, chopped them all up. I had a lot of onion, and then some olive oil, and what is it called? A mozzarella cheese, and I stuck that all in the oven, and it was so good. We only ate half because I'd made 2 zucchinis knowing that one is enough for both of us, but I wanted extra for today. And I swear at one point it was just like, oh my god, like vampires in China are rolling over and staying hidden from me right now. Because I'm like just this big giant garlic clove. Rawr. Exactly, Manel. Garlic keeps the vampires away. Yup. Hi, Seek for Sight. How are you, dude? Nicholas. How's everything? And it's okay if you're not feeling chatty, just thanks for popping in. So, garlic keeps the vampires away. Story time. Once upon a time, like I said, I was a chef, right? So I worked kitchens. And especially when it was very quiet, one of the restaurants that I worked in was not an open kitchen concept. Like we could go to the door, a certain door, and see a certain part from the little, the little window, or we could open the door and look and see what was going on in the restaurant. But otherwise, we had no view, like zip, none. right? The kitchen was huge. There was no seeing who comes in and out. And especially in winter or like down season time, a lot of the time we were just like, me as the head chef and one waitress, or sometimes we were three on staff, one, right? But a lot of times two, because it was just like so quiet and we would just figure out our stuff. That's just how good we had to be, right? The waitress and the person working, that, right? You just get shit done if all of a sudden there's 20, 30 people at the same time. Anyways, so we used to play this game where where I would either try to guess like what customer it was, because we had locals, we had people coming through that would be the same people, and sometimes I would be like, oh, that's so and so, I know by the order, right? But other times it would be like, oh, so they're on a first date. And I remember the first time I said that to a waiter, it was a dude. He was like, how do you know they're on a first date? And I was like, dude, you got one pasta here, no onions, no broccoli, no garlic. I'm sorry. That's like a first date thing because, like, right? Don't want bad breath, wouldn't want to fart because of the broccoli and all that stuff. And I was like, just watch and learn. Because next time they come in a month or three, whatever, she's not going to be saying no extra shit. Like, she's going to be saying, like, she's not going to be saying, right? Don't put onions, don't put garlic, don't put broccoli. Because once you're used to the person that you've dated and you become with them, like, right? Everything just fucking, like, woo, is fine. And that's one of the things I've always told my children and any soul children that ever come into my life. When you go on a first date with somebody, order the fucking chicken wings. Get your face all fucking sloppy. You know what I mean? Don't be the girl who orders a glass of water and a salad, so that like the month after, when you're fucking chomping on pizza and you're not even taking the time to wipe your fucking face, that, you know what I mean? You stay true to yourself. It's like, that is one of the most, like, to me, the things of like, whoa, if somebody's gonna pretend that they don't eat certain things, or they eat delicate and everything's just like so like shishu, what the fuck else is gonna come out in 2 or 3 months that is not real, right? So yeah, get get the most slop, like if there's sloppy joes on the menu, get the fucking sloppy joe so you can be your sloppy self. Right away, right? Right the fuck away. You're gonna be that girl later, anyways. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but especially my daughter, it's like, I love her, but she can be so delicate when she eats in front of strangers and new people. But in real life, like, holy fuck, get the fuck away from her plate. She will fucking bite you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh my god. Anyways, sorry, I digress, but I think that's hilarious. Whoop whoop! Hey, Divine Spirit 313, a twofer, 2 days in a row. You have time to come in. How's Dexter today? How's the Dexter? Wait now, hey now. Damn, River Boy, still sitting here smiling. Good. Manal says, see, now there's the hunger. I know, there's always something to grab me with the food, eh? Damn, River Boy says, easy with the food talk. I didn't raid the refrigerator yet. Oh, you go in, get your sword, get your sword and raid it. Raid it good. I know, Amber, vampires in China. Oh, yeah, dude. It was like, wow, I love it. And plus, it helped me because yesterday during my stream, speaking of that, I streamed for 3 freaking hours and I didn't even drink a full cup of water, right? So I was like way behind in my water intake yesterday, which I told myself I was amping up no matter what, even if I got to get up 3 times in the night to pee, right? And so all that garlic and stuff made it that like the whole evening I was chugging water. Chugging water. It was awesome. Manel says, yeah, Genevieve, I worked at a good restaurant. Yeah, I worked in like only a few places because I was very monogamous to the places that I worked at, you know what I mean? Like there was one place I worked for 15 years off and on. I left sometimes because of childbirth. Then I would be like, okay, I don't want to go back to be a waitress. I would try another job and it would be like, okay, working a real, like another job in a clothes store, for example, you don't make the money you make as a waitress. So I would end up going back. And then one day, I was super quiet and I had said to, the person who makes schedules and stuff, I was like, you're spreading the hours so thin among us, all of us waitresses, but I can see the kitchen lacks staff. If you would want me to be in the kitchen, let me know. You know, I can help. And so I can still see myself, I go to work in the kitchen just to earn extra hours. And I think it was 3 weeks later, boom, I'm head chef of a kitchen that it was huge. And it was just like, I never saw that coming. You know what I mean? I went from just wanting to help out to all of a sudden I was head chef. What had happened was New Year's Day, we were open. And I remember I got to work. I was one of the first ones scheduled because there was a lot of prep to be done. The restaurant itself only opened at 4 because we had said we're going to give, a bit of a break because it's New Year's during the day. We're only going to open at 4. And I got there and there was like just a general panic. The head chef, his grandmother had died. So he was off to certain things and there was no recipes in the kitchen. Half the sauces were missing. And so on the fly, I was like, well, it doesn't matter to me if there's no recipes. It might not taste the same, but I can figure everything out from what I've seen him do. He was the kind of chef who hid his recipes and believed that nobody else should make them but him. Anyways, long story short, I made everything from scratch from what I felt it should taste like. And the quality was so much better. He took 3 days off to be with, his family, that by the time he came back, I had been offered his job. And at first I was scared shitless and I was like, Tommy, I didn't see this coming. And, and he, I didn't mean to take your job. Like, you were gone 3 days. I filled in for you. And all of a sudden, like, I have your job. And what the fuck? And he was like, so happy. This is like when the universe conspires to put people where they want to be instead of where they are. He looks at me and he's like, are you going to keep me? And I was like, well, fuck yeah. Do you want to stay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, Michelle, I never wanted to be head chef. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, well, what just happened to you kind of happened to me, but a different story. And all of a sudden, because I was the one with the most experience, I became the fucking head chef. I never wanted the responsibility. I took it because I had to, because I wanted to keep my job, and because it was like thrust upon me. He's like, if you fucking want to be head chef, take it, and I'll be your sous chef. And I'm never gonna fucking pretend and try to get my job back. If anything, I'm happy. I don't want the responsibility. I fucking hate taking inventory, doing the inventory, being always on call, deciding everything. I fucking hate it. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, it's just that easy? You don't feel like I stole your job? And he was like, no, I feel like now I have the job that I want and take it all. He's like, okay. Anyways, he ended up working for me for a heck of a long time until he found something closer to his home. And when I bought my restaurant years after, he came to work for me for a while. It was awesome. So yeah, sometimes spirit, universe conspires in really mysterious ways. Anyways, that was random story, but exactly, damn river boys, bring on the garlic. It would not bother me on a first date. Exactly, because that's the thing. If a dude is not going to eat the fucking foods that are good for him, like, why the fuck would I want that dude in my life? And I know that's going to sound weird, but for real, our food, what we intake is, you are what you eat. And not eating the healthy, real stuff is a long term, could be a lot of problems. So, right? Someone who's very picky and doesn't like certain things in their food, I could never be truly with that person because it's like, dude, I fucking stick onions on everything. That's it. You know what I mean? They're important. Yeah. Anyways, he loves you guys. I love to just flow and go wherever it goes and bounce off the comments. It's fun for me. Heidi says, my hands about to be covered in chicken. Hand feeding Dexter baked chicken because he won't eat. Right on. He needs the one-on-one, mommy. Alex says, Amber, do you eat Chinese garlic? Actually, I try to stay away from garlic that comes from China. No joke. That's like the yucky stuff that gives me stomach aches, usually. A lot of pain. Heidi. I'm staring at him. He's relaxing, just in a lot of pain. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Divine Spirit 313 says, y'all, please send Dexter healing to his neck and spine. Roar. Would you want to send me a fresh picture, Heidi, and I will hold it up? That can help the connection of healing if you want to. Like, I mean, I could go through my stuff and find an old picture, but it'll take a minute. But if you want to send me a fresh picture, it can help for us, right? It's not needed, but at the same time, anything to amp up the connection would be amazing, sweetie. Exactly, Manal. Love goes through the tummy. Manal, same Genevieve. I worked in fashion, shoes, toys, retail, and security. Rar. Plus, for both of us, we worked in like a certain generation where it was a whole other level than what it is in the last, I would say, 10, 15-ish years. Even maybe up to 20, right? We lived before the texting and the cell phones, the truly being in the moment of the workplace where distractions just didn't even exist for us the same way, right? Yes, Manal, the balance. Alex says, I can cook too. Boiled eggs and tea. Roar. Well, aren't you the all time That's a lot. I know people who can't even do that. Yes, Manel, huge responsibility. Hi, Abby Burgos. I can cook quesadillas or quesads. I don't know what that is. Quesadillas, if that's what you meant. Pancakes, eggs, and French toast. Right on. That's a good base. That'll get you through. Manel says, so hungry. I think Amber says Chinese garlic. I think that he, just the China comment, he's bouncing off that. Roar, Danru boys. You'd probably steal my heart faster smelling like garlic since I'm Sicilian and I would feel at home with you a lot faster. Boom. I love that you mentioned that. How, oh my gosh, yeah, true that. For real, that feeling, the sense of home. True, yeah. I never really thought about that, but yeah. And the familiarity of it. Yeah. I'll have comments all the time from my neighbor upstairs of like, oh, you eat so much onions or you're always cooking onions and stuff. And it's like, fuck, I cook real food. I don't fucking just, you know what I mean? I cook real food. I start from scratch. And sorry, dude, there's a smell. I'm so sorry. Amber, never heard of it. Usually it's the garlic that comes like the cheapest garlic in the store that at the bottom, it just the bottom is different. I'd have to find an image to show you the difference between like garlic that would be more less genetically modified or the way that it's grown kind of thing. Exactly, Manel. Careful with what we buy from China. Yes. Hi, Capricorny. Me's a Capricorn too. Me's a Capricorn too. I'm born January 7th. Aw, did you share me out, Derek? Thank you. Capricorny says, thank you, Dee, for sharing. Derek, Dark Shadows Parahistory. Hello and good afternoon. How's your energy where you are today? We're still under cloud cover. It's been days and days, 3 to 5. I can't remember anymore. And it's nice and crisp out there. Capricorny, I'm just gonna blue you. I hope that's okay with you. I tend to put everybody on the same, like, boom, even pedestal, keel, whatever you want to call it, so that you can share your channel. You can find other people by pressing on their channel. And I'm having like weird people stuff come in. So I'm trying to get the visible people that are known by other channels right away in that blue energy so that when the moderators think that the comment can be a little bit weird, they'll know, like, no, you belong. You know what I mean? And it sounds weird, but I never had that before where, you know, weird energy would come in. So even if it took a while for somebody to get seen, heard, or noticed a certain way to become blue, I don't know how to describe it, it was okay. Whereas right now, like, somebody got timed out a week or so ago and it's like, no, that was a real channel. You didn't take the time to look. I just found this channel. He's really cool. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it up to him. Right? And it's like, but this being said, all the other stuff was so yucky that it was just trying to protect me and the energy here, right? And anyone who has ever done live streams would understand that and not hold the grudge, is how I see it too, right? You will after you feed him? Okay, sweetie, thank you. Manal says, you're welcome here, honey, to Capricorny. Yes, definitely. And I know I've seen your name in different places too. Always looking for good content. Me too. And sometimes, you know, my content, I can be talking about certain things, bouncing off the chat, and I come off a certain way, but it's like, that's just the flow in the moment. 5 minutes later, I'll be talking about something else. And my ultimate reason that I'm here and I do what I do is so that we can find each other, right? So that we can find each other. Divine Spirit 313 says, Cap, yay, you made it. G, Cap is a soul. Sis Star, I sent you her link. Roar. Cool beans. I'm gonna say, here's good. Thank you guys so much. Angie posted a video today. Oh, right on, Alex. I love when Angie posts. Angie is Witch Moon, by the way, for anybody who's not aware of her name. Cool. Bubba says, am I making food? No, I'm not a food channel. Like, I don't share, like, I'll share random pictures and stuff, but I just, I use analogies of food, past stories, and, you know, we just kind of talk about food sometimes because we're humans and we all kind of need it at one point. Yes, you know, onions are amazing. They are. I love them. Alex says, why? Are you hungry too, Boba? Boba says, yes, I'm kind of hungry. Roar. Manal, I try to make sure they have rootage. Me too. Exactly, Manal. They're looking out for me, and I find it's not even just looking out for me; it's looking out for all of us, right? Damn, River Boys. Some of my mods time each other out just for fun. Blah. I think I almost cried the other day, Manel. I pressed on Manel's name by an accident and timed her out and hit her or something, and I was like, no, I meant to time out the fucking troll above you. And I touched the wrong button. I felt so fucking bad. No, I don't play jokes with that because, especially, well, when people know each other, obviously, right, Damn River Boys, it's different. But I mean, there's a certain careful whoa, whoa, whoa language. Well, you should go to your other channels and fuck the right fuck off if I'm bothering you with my fucking language. Go. Go, monkey, go. Be gone. Man, I hate being told what to do. Not funny. Hi, Alien HD. Okay. Manel says you didn't even have time to notice when I timed you out. Oh my gosh. I felt like my hands were all sweaty and I slipped and I timed out Brielle too the other day when I was streaming with Jackie and I had even said, I'm not going to look at the chat too much, guys. I'm not, right? Because when I'm focused with Jackie looking at the chat and trying to chat and I pressed, I was trying to write, but anyways, it's like, oh my God. Okay. Okay, so the first card was integrity. Then we went into exchanging gifts. Sharing is caring, giving and receiving. And the raw morganite that was representing softness, vulnerability, staying away from drama. Right? We can't stop other people from choosing the drama, but we can certainly not partake. I'm going to pull this card, and then I'm going to move around. Just shake my energy up a little bit. Check this out. Another card with the pink energy. It's going to be like a little Trinity pull. And this one got the green energy and the blue of the sky, the green of the land, but also has that pink energy. I like it. I love it. I don't think I've ever seen this card. If I have, it doesn't come up often. And I can't recall it. And I love it because it's so reminiscent of British Columbia energy to me. And a little bit of East Coast. The East Coast is not as Rockies. It's more tree lined and green, but still kind of Appalachian energy a little bit too for me. Earth pulsing. Earth pulsing, the pulse of mother. Slow down. Time in nature. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm, and you can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long work hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature, surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. I have seen this card before, but it's been a long time. Now that I'm reading it, today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened. a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people in the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding and belonging once again given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as the mother once did, forgetting that she is still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You are able to drink from her sweet waters and release that which no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. Alex says, Genevieve, you are a bot killer. Ooh, killer sounds like a big word. I'm a bot cleaner upper. Do no harm, take no shit. Wah! And notice I'm not just timing out, I'm hiding them on this channel so they can keep coming up. We can't see them. Done. Zip patience for the energy of it, and that's it. Rar, Manel, pink tourmaline, protective. Damn River Boys was a kid. Don't belong in here anyway. Exactly, dude. Um, exactly. Great card, bringing back into balance, which you had just written earlier before I even grabbed the card, which I think is pretty cool. I'm gonna pling plong y'all, and I gotta move around. Won't be too long. Fill the water. Gigi, you okay?
The fan isn't even on.
I'm just gonna go like this because I can feel it in my back. I was wondering why my hair was cold. Sorry about that. Hi, Mountain Rain. Oh my gosh, 2 days in a row. Thank you so much. Oh, wee. Mountain Rain, guys. That's the song I shared at the beginning. How you doing today, sweetie? Pling plong, born free. Yes. Roar. Manel, I used to have a pling plong that played for Elise. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think so. I love that. I love that melody. It's one of my favorites. Did learn to play it on the piano. Roar. I was just having a flashback of my aunt, Jose. She played piano. She had a baby grand. And when I was really little, she lived in North Bay, Ontario, here. I think I made so many fucking wishes when I was little to live in this fucking city that all my wishes caught up to me and I've been like stuck here for 3 fucking years. And I say that because my adult wishes does not want to live in this city, but I do. Oh, home, 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 home. Where the fuck is home? Because it sure ain't here. And I would sit beside her, and there was Fur Elise. That was one of my favorites that she would play. And another thing that is associated with Charlie Chaplin. I don't remember what it's called, but it's associated with Charlie Chaplin. I can't remember what it's called. And I have the melody on the, like here, but not enough to bring it out. But yeah, I was so, just so in awe. And the baby grand itself, right? She was a teacher. My uncle was a teacher. They didn't have kids, and so they had the life of childlessness, and then having us as nieces, right? That they would take care of and spend days, sometimes weeks there in the summer and stuff. One of my memories too is being really little and being here in North Bay at their house when Princess Diana and Charles got married. And at the time, I was really little, and I thought that that was just so magical to watch on TV, to be allowed to watch it all. And I don't know why those random memories. Well, I know why, because, right? But I don't know why I feel to share them. But, anyways, yes, Manel. They used some good music in those Charlie Chaplin movies. Yup. Kelly, Ryan O'Brien, my Kelly, sent me, I forget, I shared it a couple weeks, I don't know, I guess it's been a week or three, I can't remember which orchestra it was. And it's about an hour long, and I listened to like with opera and stuff. It's amazing. The origins of something. I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh, I got so many blanks sometimes right now. It's so weird. But I listen to it front to back, and I've listened to it more than once. It's my go-to right now when I'm not quite sure what I want. I'm gravitating to that, and it's reminding me first of all of how my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, would play, opera and certain things, and how I loved that, but how it was like sneered out of me by my masculine or other people in my life of like that what the fuck are you listening to? I can't stand this shit, and either having to turn it completely off or only listen to it when I was alone and going back to it now. And even how many old school movies I would watch when other people, we'd meet up at school on Monday and other kids had watched, this show and that show, and it would be like, well, I watched Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire all afternoon on Sunday. You know what I mean? Or cowboy movies and stuff like that. But how the soundtracks, the music that went with that, the music with old school cartoons as well, how it was so, it was like symphony music. It was amazing. Anyways, again, oh, take what resonates, leave the rest. I don't even know where I'm at now. Me too. I love the sharing. No way, Jose. Amber Michelle. I was watching Breakfast at Tiffany's this morning. Roar! I love it. Really? I ain't watched that in so long, I can't even remember what it's about. Go play your own songs. Leave me alone. I know. Who sings that song? Well, I said Breakfast at Tiffany's. At least it's the one thing we got. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, so many mind farts right now. It's like, oh wow, sweetie. Manel, music was strong in my is strong in my family. Mom had the voice of an angel, and Dad played classical Spanish guitar. Oh, that gives me shivers. Cool. Thank you, Heidi. I'm going to grab Heidi's picture of Dexter if anyone so feels like directing energy towards him. The first picture is the other day before he got hurt. He's so cute. We loves him. And this is him right now. So yeah, any healers on board? Want to send energy to Dexter? Please do. Let's manifest a miracle. Also being guided to say, Heidi, part of his feeling like he feels is to slow you down so that you are at the right places at the right time and taking the breaks that you need to rest as well, right? Spirit has a way of making sure that we're staying in our lane these days, that we're not taking on certain engagements, or that, you know what I mean, you're meant to be somewhere, you can't go because you have to make sure that Dexter's okay at all times. He's your baby and your priority. Everything else, no matter how it seems, right, that it must get done or that you should be present, it's just not even possible. And that part of it, happens to our animals, our children, or other people, other situations, not to us, so that we stay slowed down. Often too is when we are the ones in pain as the adult, we will make the free will choice that, okay, I'm in pain, but I'm going to push myself and go do this or that or partake of something anyway, right? And so it's like God knows, your higher self knows that when it's right, you can fuck with me and I will keep pushing myself. But once you fuck with my baby, it's all hands on deck, all the attention directed. Anyways, take what resonates, leave the rest, Heidi. I feel he's going to be okay fast. Amber, can you send me through IG the link for the specific one so I can watch it. I don't know if it'll interest Lily to watch like really cuz like go back so much in time watch a movie, but a part of me would want to see if she would enjoy it. Also, this is another. My daughter Amy a couple years ago had beautiful pictures of like Audrey Hepburn and different actresses, and because of the style, right? The trend of it all. And at one point, I was like, "Do you even know who this is?" No. Like, okay, so you got some fucking chick on your wall because she's part of a fucking TikTok trend right now. Your room is decorated with all these faces, but you don't even know who they are? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I was like, take the time, watch a few of these movies. Like, it's, and I get it's your choice, right? To have like these images just because fucking Kardashian told you they were cool. But if you don't even fucking know who James Dean is, right? There's a lyric in a Taylor Swift song. It's from at least fucking 10, 12 years ago. I forget which song where she talks about James Dean. She says something about James Dean. And I remember my daughter was singing and the other kids were singing. And I was like, do you guys even know who fucking James Dean is? No. Well, why are you singing a song just because it's Taylor Swift saying a name? You didn't even take the time to fucking go Google who this person is. Like, that makes no sense to me, right? Makes no fucking sense to me. It's like poser energy. And that's it. I will call a poser anytime. I don't care if it's my
I
own
know
fucking.
who James Dean is.
What?
I know who James Dean is.
Rawr, want to watch Rebel Without a Cause with me?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
That's okay.
I know him, but I don't know what that is.
That's okay. I used to know every James Dean movie off by heart. He was part of my part of my awakening when I was already young of knowing what Hollywood actually was, right? Anyways, Amber, it's free on YouTube, Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's where I was watching on YouTube till you came on. Cool beans. You're welcome, Heidi, and thank you for asking, right? Asking you shall receive, honey. My 3-year-old pup. Exactly. Dexter's just a little dude, right? Oh, Manel, your mom, she dances flamenco and plays the castanets. Is that what these are called? Oh my god, I have them, but let's just say I have not mastered or not put up much effort to try to master them. I had 4, but I gifted 2 to a random person last year, um, thinking that sharing is caring. If I got 4, is that what these are called? I haven't. I think it's the fucking cheapness of them, to be honest, right? Fucking love Amazon, but you never know what you're gonna get. And I had looked for a long time trying to find quality, but the way that these little dudes are, it's like they're loose, right? See how I just tightened them, but they're already loose. So it's like the effect isn't there because they're not striking properly. See how it's like every time I smack them, it loosens. I'm gonna have to figure out something. Maybe I'll just glue them on my hands. I'll gorilla glue them on this hand. I can figure it out. I'd be like Edward Castanet hands. How you gonna eat? You gonna feed me?
I'm not gonna feed you. You're not home.
Well, the sound, eh? Whew, my ears. Hi, Nacho Duncan. Thanks for coming in, dude. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fellow Canadian, West Coast energy. Happy Wednesday. Be blessed. You too. Did you see my ketchup joke I said? I think I'm funny. Well, it wasn't mine, but I shared it. Heidi, Divine Spirit says, you're right, G. I was fired up this AM. Manel says, oh, my heart goes out to you, the pop and you, honey. Yes, me too. Yeah, you guys welcome in Joe. He might not like surf around all of our channels, but he's one of my special peeps. He's one of my special peeps. Divine Spirit 313, that's it, G, the need to be still. Yeah. Divine Spirit 313 says Dexter's also feeling the collective. Yeah, honey. Yeah. Thank you, Amber. I would love it. Manel, is that a roll your eyes? Is that your roll your eyes emoji for Taylor Swift? Well, I gotta tell you, I'm a secret Swiftie, or not so secret Swiftie. I think that lyric wise, she is a poetess. And I have gone through all the emotions with Taylor Swift because of the public stuff and because of whatever. But what I learned long ago is I don't watch her videos. I don't really fucking care what she's doing in her personal life. But the lyricist that she is, the artist that she is, can't be denied. I believe that, well, I don't believe, I know her essence. She's a crystal child that was born with her gifts online, right? And how I can't even imagine. Like I wouldn't switch spots with her for fucking all the anything in the world. You know what I mean? Regardless of any whatever, she has paved the way and right, done many things. Some of her lyrics have helped me in a lot of different ways. But again, I can take myself out of the equation. I don't watch her videos, so I don't allow for the Hollywoody pop fucking culture stuff. It's not embedded in me. It's not imprinted in me. Truly, the only reason I know what she looks like is because I've had so many Swifties in my life, right? My children and extended soul children. Um, One of the things that I believe that people are not respected or honored or revered as they're alive and just after they're dead type of thing. And I would pray that she makes it through all the shift show of what she's carrying for the collective, right? And there's actually, I forget which university it is in the United States, and I can't remember which one it is in Toronto, but there's at least two universities that are offering courses for, you know, her lyrics as a lyricist, the poetess that she is. And I've looked at some comments and some people are like what the fuck, now you can go to like university and like this is considered a course. And it's like, well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? I remember back in the day when I was in Catholic school and grade 13, like I took all the literature and English classes that I could in high school. I gobbled them up like candy. And you know what I mean? Like I can see myself in grade 13 and I got three high-end advanced literature, all the courses I could. And when I had to do it was a high school thesis, but still it was the equivalent of, you know what I mean, months of research and, you know, like a pile of compiled data that I had to research, not online, had to go to, right, find my sources, and how I had to fight to do the thesis that I wanted, which was on Stephen King. The fact that it was a Catholic high school, it was very taboo that I even considered him a credible author. And the list of suggested authors and stuff like that, I remember I was like, I'm not doing any of those. And I can still see my teacher's face. And she's like, why? Like, this is the suggested, right? These are the people that are honorable and that have credibility. And, you know, typically students will research. And I was like, well, I don't want to be a typical student. I want to prove certain things and show the work, like, show you and anyone else who fucking ever reads it that Stephen King is a monumental author for his time, that he's ahead of his time in ways right, that are so taboo, and that he has a credibility. And I remember her saying, like, first of all, I can't approve this because, he's a cult, and this is, Catholic school. And I was like, well, that's all the more reason you should approve it, because if everybody else is going to do a cookie cutter version of William Shakespeare and, like, fuck, Emily Bronte and all those people, like, what the fuck? Who cares? Everybody does that. I was like, I'll stimulate you by proving or trying to prove to you certain things. And she's like, how are you ever going to find enough documentation or stuff on him? And I was like, that's not your problem. That's my problem. Right? Because before the internet, you couldn't find stuff online. You had to go to libraries. Not all libraries had information. Like, I mean, fucking went in, like, deep dive and had things brought from, like, I lived in Ontario and Stephen King is in Maine, and I would have, right, ask them, like, I want newspaper articles from the United States. I want, like, anything I can find. And how even the librarians were like, I can't believe you're doing this. Like, this is, it's like, you're making your life so much harder. Why don't you just do like everybody else and find, we have a whole aisle of books on Shakespeare and blah 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 and all these people. And I was like, I don't want to do what everybody else does. And to this day, I would wish I don't have that. You know what I mean? Like, I had typewritten it. I still remember I had a folder where I had hand copied all my notes and all my stuff and all my bibliographies, and then I had typed it up. And I don't know wherever that went to, right, over time in my lifespan. But if I could find or retrace one thing in my whole life that I ever wrote and just don't have anymore, it would be that. Like, what the fuck did I even write back then? And the satisfaction of fighting for, no, I won't do as everybody else, and, proving that I could do something that had never been done, and getting a really good grade on it. And I can still see my teacher, and she's like, I didn't think you could pull this off. I thought you'd be like blah blah blah. And she's like, you had a lot of good points, and it was cool. It was neat. Catching up to the chat. I know, Heidi says, Dexter's already been through so much. He already is a walking miracle. I know. And that's why also I know the power of the amplification of us all who choose to send energy. We're stronger together, right? Amplify. Oh, these are Oriental symbols. Right on. Thank you. Hi, Indigo Rose. How are you, sweetie? Castanets are wooden. Ooh, cool beans. Manel, maybe I will listen to her again, Genevieve. Maybe as well, sometimes, what I do for certain artists is, like, maybe don't listen to her, but go, like, look up lyrics and read the lyrics as if they were a poem. Or if you're not enamored with Taylor Swift and you don't even like her voice or certain, like, look up cover versions of her songs, right? So some people have done, like, heavy metal cover versions of her songs, or, folk covers, or, right, all sorts of different covers. Like, that's sometimes the way to, okay, I don't like that voice, I don't like that sound, but if you allow yourself to listen to it, you wouldn't even know, right, that it was her who wrote it, but you would love the song. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a good way to listen to something or hear something through a whole other vibration than the intended one that was put out first. And that's what's beautiful about, like YouTube, social media, and certain places. We can find cover versions of so many different things that, I really am not into that song, but damn, when a masculine sings it with his voice, and then the way that, they harmonize or change the melody just slightly to make it their own, how it can be a whole other different song. I remember I used to tell my mom that about Metallica. It would be like, you just can't stand Metallica because, of course, you don't like the beat, you don't like the sound of it. But if you just read the lyrics as a poem, if you just looked at the words, they aren't talking about like what you think they're talking about. They're not, right? You think they're all dark and like all this stuff, and it's like, go into the lyrics. They're not. Manel, I was brought up on Joan Baez. Roar. I love Joan Baez too. Heidi says, Manel, yes, thankfully he can move this time around, moving slowly the past few times, a temporary paralysis in both of his back, legs, and bottom half. Manel, playing the lyra harp. Manel says, Divine Spirit, I know how it feels and when you can only do so much. Yes. Divine Spirit 313 says, adverse reaction to Cootie's rabies shot given without my consent in 2020. It was his checkup. I denied all jabs except last pup round. Manel says, Rudolf Steiner was my schooling. Manel, I resonate with that. I am the same, says, oh no, Divine Spirit, I will not take my animals to the vet unless I don't know what to do. Exactly. And I feel the same way about babies and children. There is no reason for them to have wellness checkups for no fucking reason at all, right? If they've got something, there's no natural way to get through it, then boom, yes, I understand that, there could be the need for medical intervention, but otherwise, I don't feed the system. Same with the belief that after a certain age we're supposed to get our tits squished to make sure we don't got cancer. Fuck you. Yeah, yeah, right. My boobies are just fine. You ain't gonna stick them in some fucking machine and squish them together just because I'm a certain age and then tell me 5 years later, oh, look what we found. Yeah, no shit, you're gonna find something if you squish my tits so fucking hard, right? Fuck. And I say this because I don't come from a family background of anything. So it's a whole other level if you got a history of something in your family. But then again, this being said, we're here to rewrite the scripts and really understand that we've been programmed into so many things. So there's discernment and self knowing to be had. Thanks for sharing that, Heidi, because that's the thing that's not often spoken about, right? He got that vaccine, it was instant paralysis, and they would take no responsibility. They said, it happens. Exactly. I got a new holistic vet, and he's walking much better. Yeah. Oh, Manel, yeah. I lost my Tobin in July. Due to the vet? Oh, man. I knew that you had a dog that transitioned. I don't know the circumstance, Manel. Oh, sweetie. Indigo says, I love you. That's not my problem to the teacher. The satisfaction of saying nope. And I did that. As I said, I quit. Roar. Hi, Turtle Lady. Howdy, it's been a while since I stopped in. That's okay. That's a good thing. Sometimes we do what we do, and we only pop in where we can pop in when we can. I love it. How's things with you? Very, I don't know how late I am in the chat, but welcome, welcome. Indigo, I ran the roads and I went to the optional education. Right on. Divine Spirit 313, the turtle, that's a sign. It's one of my spirit animals since childhood. Alex, I'm gonna go to sleep. Love y'all. Bye Geneviève. Bonsoir. Fais des beaux rêves. Now, this is definitely one of the most spiritual families. Manel, I will do that. And I write poetry, Genevieve. Right on, sweetie. A poet will recognize another poet for sure. And I mean, of course, she's got certain little songs that are fluffy. Often it's the songs that aren't known on right on the radio or publicly, right? It ain't Shake It Off that played everywhere and is like in 5 or fucking 10 movies that is one of her most epic poetry songs, right? That's just a fun little go-to song. It's that's not one of the ones. But the songs that never got released in certain ways dive really deep in certain things, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. um, Britney Spears as well. I remember back in the day, she was super popular, and I had bought a CD for my restaurant for the couple songs that were very popular because people asked for it, right? Karaoke night, stuff like that, and dance when I had dances and stuff like that. Anyways, and I remember listening to album front a CD front to back and looking at the lyrics, and I was like, holy shit, this is where the meat is, right? This is where there's like, whoa, like the songs that aren't known are the ones that like whoa are fucking amazing. And this is where the pop culture, right, especially, I don't want to say especially the feminine, but then I think of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all, Justin Bieber and all that shit. How they're exploited for the trendiness of what can be very like catchy and get them known, but the deeper layer of who they actually are as lyricists and poets is like can be like really, it can be really shocking sometimes. You know what I mean? Shocking because it's not known, it's not the stuff that will get played the same way. Manal says, yes, I listen for the sound and lyrics. Me too. But certain sounds, like, they just get on my nerves sometimes, and it's like I can't listen to it, so there's just other ways to get through stuff. Manal, Metallica hits me. I love them. Rome and Unforgiven are my favorites. They are milestones in my life. Raw. Metallica for me too. I loved Metallica before they ever came out with a video and people knew who they were. I was mocked and ridiculed for loving Metallica before they became trendy and popular. And I remember like a couple years after they put their first video out and looking at this chick, and I was like, you're such a fucking poser. Like fucking years ago, like you were looking at me like I'm a piece of shit because I fucking love Metallica, and I was telling you, right? Like just how amazing they were, just how whatever, blah blah blah, and right, you fucking whatever you would say, and now look at you, you got the fucking t-shirt and you think you're hot shit. You're such a fucking poser. And yeah, for me, my favorite Metallica is Master of Puppets. The just the range of the sound that comes from that song blows my mind. Master of Puppets. Wherever I may roam is one of my go-to favorites because it's like it's my life. I've moved around my whole life, and there is no place There's the place I was born, but the place I was born is just the place I was born. It's not home to me. I can see myself at my first Metallica concert, and Queensryche was opening for them. I see Metallica 3 times, twice when they were drunken, stoned young dudes, and once in 2009 when they were mature, embodied men, sober as fuck, talking about love and light and the energies and certain things that it was like, it's like seeing, right? The dudes that they were, the men they grew into. Yeah. I even have my first Metallica ticket stub here. I think it's in here. Yep. And the toilet paper. I have toilet paper because I was baptized by James with toilet paper, water, and beer and whiskey. Oh, yes. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I can see the date. An evening with Metallica, Cobb's Coliseum, Tuesday, April 14th, 1992. 2650. I was 26th row, but then we got to the fourth row. Our friends were in the fourth row, and that's how I got the toilet paper and stuff. I know, weird memory, but it just happens to be right in front of me. I can't even see what this concert was. It's so faded. February 20-something. I can't read it. I can't read it. I don't know who it is. Let me see. I just want to see what else I got in here now that I've opened it. Anybody remember who this is? Whoop, whoop. It's just a bunch of random stuff. I pretty much threw out or burned most of the stuff that was from my childhood memories and stuff, but I kept just random little things. May 18th, 1989, Poison and Tesla. Grandstand, Rain or Shine. Toronto. Okay, one more. My gosh, I got $5 American. That's almost $8.50 in Canada money. I'm rich, people, I'm rich. $1935. My grandfather's brother and his brother-in-law. 1935. Random, eh? I got like different stuff in there. Metallica toilet paper tickets and okay, that's enough out of me. If I want to fucking go down memory lane, I can do it by myself, eh? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, not sorry. I hope it brings up some memories for you guys, too. Catching up to where I was in the chat. Oh, do you guys get to hang out? Turtle Lady says, hey, Damn River Boys, I can't wait for Saturday. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys going to hang out in real life? Roar. Lucky duckies. Manel, lyrics are very important. Divine Spirit 313 says, Manel, to me, poetry and journaling. Manel, definitely, yeah. Stay away from doctors for sure. And there's ways. I see doctors as the last resort, not the first, right? Because no matter what, when you go to the doctors, you will be prescribed something that's just the way through. And that's if you've you know used every option, then that's the way to go. Because some things do need certain medications to get through it, but um, right, I don't want to become part of a system without going through the other things that I can first. Heidi says, yes, vet last resort. They know how I feel too. Indigo Rose, right? Hell no to wellness and development by age for doctors. Indeed. If we didn't have the fucking programming of where children should be in their certain development of certain things, um, anyways, I'm just gonna leave it. Same, Manel. Never let him put my boobies in the vice. Me neither. Indigo Rose, Dr. Spock and his books can fuck off. Yeah. Hi, Bittersweet Purple. How's it going? No, many don't listen to lyrics, sadly. True that. I can remember many songs saying to my daughter, do you even realize what you're saying, what you're singing? Do you realize what you're saying? Right? Do you know what these words mean and what you're saying, what you're singing out loud? Because it's a whole other level. You have no clue what you're saying, right? Exactly, Indigo Rose. Yes, the unknown songs are deep. Yes, Bittersweet Purple says Pink Floyd have amazing lyrics. Indeed, for sure. Hi, Pearl Jones. How's you and little dude doing? I say little dude, he ain't little, but he's still a little dude in my heart. Manila, I was brought up with classical music mostly, and my parents took me to many live Spanish classical events. I also lived in Spain and experienced proper flamenco, gypsy style. Roar. That's beautiful, sweetie. Divine Spirit 313 says Coco, a bird. Next door, my senior widowed neighbor, her bird on the back porch. We whistle back and forth, and she's very vocal right now. She's telling me so many things. Bittersweet Purple. I saw Metallica live in 1993 when they were still good. Um, I'm not even familiar with the last of Metallica, to be honest. Um, I never, I didn't go into or allow myself, I don't know, after a certain era. Yeah. I've never watched the Metallica like documentary. I don't watch people be dramatic with each other and fucking do reality ass shit. I don't watch any of that. Manel, I do love the spectrum of sound from classical to drum to bass, bass. Never know how to pronounce that word. Bass. Heidi says, Manel, always perfect divine timing, just when I need it most. I was feeling detached earlier. Cool, I'm glad if I can come in and. Yeah, Indigo Rose. It's like a little memory envelope. Yeah. How awesome. Yeah, it's just little random stuff thrown in. There's nothing, there's no sense to it, no specific era. It's just random. You know, I love the little memories. I realized that I had been moving and dragging my fucking stuff around for years and that I never actually truly love or cherish or actually look at it. So I pretty much destroyed everything in 2019, June, late May, June 2019. And I kept just little scripts and scraps. When you've moved around so many times that, you know, you're just moving shit around, but you're not actually looking at it or using it for anything, gone, baby, gone. Heidi, it's overcast here, a bit strange outside. Indigo Rose, I'm on the memory lane vibe too. I've been looking at all pictures and dispersing them. It's all bittersweet. Roar, before I burned it, a lot of the stuff I didn't take the time to look through. I told myself, why? If I've had this for fucking 30 years and I never looked at it, why would I look at it today? And I laughed my nuts off. I had all my notes from like many notes from high school. I had my love letters from, right, my dudes, my fur dudes and stuff. And I was like, why the fuck have I been keeping this all these years? Like, why have I been keeping this all these years? I'm not a memory lane person, no. A lot of me is just like so detached and it's just like I've been there, done that. It's just I love when memories come up sporadically. Like that's why I stream how I stream too, right? Somebody will write something, then boom, I remember something from my restaurant days or from my childhood. But otherwise, it's it's just I don't know. It's not a replay inside of me. Huh, Heidi. I could start raining just after I typed that. I could smell it coming and my body could feel it. Coco wants to go back inside. Manel says, I hope you have sunshine soon. Been chucking it down too long. Divine Spirit C13 says, Coco can't fly. I hope her mom isn't sleeping in the recliner with the TV blaring. Heidi, I might need to dance in the rain barefoot, shake a bit of the energy off. Yeah. Our rain and weather is so cold that the barefoot is not the same as it was in the summer, let's just say. Roar, Manel says, Genevieve, I was 4 when I was in Spain. It was 52 years ago. Roar. That's awesome. Indigo, I was a deadhead, 90s rock, till I got with my son's father. Then the heavy metal came in. Heidi, my whole room is a memory box. I need to get rid of most of it. Feels good. I'm going to be honest, from everything that I ever got rid of in 2019, I've never regretted my memories. The only thing I've ever felt like shit about is my tools, my kayak, my bow and arrow, and my recipe books. I had one of the most amazing collections of recipe books, but dragging ass and moving all the time and having to carry that, having to ask others for help, watching them have to carry it if it wasn't me. I didn't even sell it. I gave it all away. And knowing that I can go online and find anything and knowing that, right, everything, I can go to other thrift shops and find books when I finally do have that place that I consider, you know, that I'm not going to be moving anytime kind of thing soon. More of a forever type of energy, home, where it feels like home. Because I can honestly say it's been like 5 years of what the fuck am I even doing here in this corner of the world. And you know, I've even tried a quest to find home myself and redirected here. This is where I'm meant to be. But anyways, so yeah, I've never, but I damn well regret like my tools, certain things, and my higher self saying, get rid of it all. It's all going to come back and more, right? Yeah, right. It's all going to come back and more. I'm in 2019. It's 2023. My fucking arms are like spaghetti because I don't have fucking my tools that I worked out with, right? My kayak gave me my upper body strength, and so did my bow and arrow. And the kayaks were so heavy that it was like, okay, it'll be like these will I'm gonna those will go, but then a Kevlar, right, or the lighter kayaks will come into my reality, and it's like, holy shit, no, no, that's not how it went. So, anyways, someday, right? Manel, my life, my folks' house is full of my life almost. Damn River Boys. My playlist shows my ADHD. I'm all over the place. I don't consider that ADHD. I consider eclectic and having the palette for wanting more than just one style. If there's anything that can be a red flag for me is when masculine only like a certain type of music, because then it means that they're not open in other things. And I remember with my ex when he said I'm mostly heavy metal and hard rock and certain things, and I thought it wouldn't be a big deal, but how over time it did become a big deal because his closed mindedness to not even enjoy certain songs just because the children or me liked it, and then it was always right what Mr. likes, instead of okay other people, right? And if we're on a car trip, like a road trip, and right, the girls couldn't have their girl music, or I couldn't have my country songs that I enjoyed because he couldn't stand it. And I remember one time we were alone, we had gone to do something. I was flipping through the radio, and it was John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Road. And I left it on and I started singing, and I was so happy. And he looked at me at one point like I was a piece of shit, changed the radio station, and I was like, wow, it doesn't even make you happy to see me happy. You just can't stand the fucking song, but you're not even happy that I'm singing. Like, it's not even endearing to you that I love it and that this song was important to me my whole life. And it's too much for you to fucking listen to it for what? The song's maybe 3-4 minutes long. 3-4 minutes is too fucking long for you to be able to fucking even give a shit. I was like, if anything, you enjoying me enjoying it should be enough for you. And he couldn't. But here's the kicker. Once I left and I was gone, oh, I should have let you listen to those songs. I miss how you sing so much. I miss you so much. I should have let you sing those times. You were right at the time. I was gonna miss when you didn't sing anymore. Right. Exactly. I swear. My chat keeps on moving so much I can't read it before I get. Heidi says, whose stuff is this? I could open a boutique. And yeah, I've burned it before and I'm going to do it again. Last 20 plus years. Bye bye. Manel says, yeah, I got to get rid of oh so much. Indigo Rose, that's where I am right now. I'm letting stuff go that I've had for years. Zero reason to keep. The lyrics, the same old used to be's. Eagle. Ooh, Eagles came to mind. Yeah. Divine Spirit 313, the last two songs I heard playing were What Becomes of the Brokenhearted and Can't Hurry Love. God's sending me messages. The song starts when I walked in both times. And when Sarah passed for a year or more, the same things happened. All the songs we grew up with would car dance and sing at the top of our lungs. Yeah. We met when we were 12. Raw, that gives me shivers. She's so close right now. Indigo Rose, warrior woman, the bow and arrow. Yeah. And the bow and arrow, the feeling, it brings back past life recall. And just it's an amazing feeling. I love it. And bow and arrow to target shoot only. In my 2019 videos, I don't remember that I ever took a video of myself as I was shooting because I wasn't so tech savvy to figure it out. I might have, I can't remember, but I do have videos in spring of 2019. I had made myself my own target. I had used an old box, stuffed it with like recycling paper and stuff like that so that the arrow would stop. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Manassa Genevieve. So I too had to leave behind some extremely personal stuff like artwork and poetry, exercising it as it's gone. Yeah. Most of my artwork and poetry I burned on purpose, right? For real. Your favorite archery? Right on, Heidi. Heidi, I got rid of old journals from childhood, so I've saved 20 plus years now. Time to let some go. Yeah. Some of them I flipped through a little bit, and then others was like, just whatever. Heidi, yeah, if you ask some, they would say nobody cares, and I care. I wrote about it my whole life. Heidi, many are about religion. And now a lot of strong ladies here. Roar, yes. Indigo Rose reminds me of the warrior women. They say we're a myth, but they're not. They put a cut in one boob and they would mate, and then take the girls to train them, and the boys went with the fathers. Heidi, my personal stuff from my indoctrinating myself. Damn River Boys, that's a great song. And I was like the Eagles. Yeah, I love the Eagles too. Heidi says I feel her too. She loved elephants. Fucking right, Damn River Boys. I don't care who's watching me when I'm sitting at the intersection in my work truck with the windows down and I'm singing Fergalicious. Roar. Oh yeah, baby. Make them girls go loco. Arar. Ooh, Manel. Mine was the Javelin. And Lily's like fucking Fergalicious singing in the bedroom over there. Love you, sweetie. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Heidi says, because I know some what's in those pages. Something's about a boy. I ain't allowed myself to write or think about fucking boy men energy in so long. I don't even fucking remember what that feels like. Like I've drawn for people, but never in a certain way. It's been so fucking long. Indigo Rose says, yes, the warrior women have a lot of inner strength. I'm exhausted of being a fucking warrior woman. I've fucking had it. If I could never, ever be called badass ever again in my life, I'd be pretty fucking satisfied. That's for sure. Ooh. holding down, up, being both the masculine and the feminine, year after year after year, I'll fucking lay down my fucking swords and fucking be the traditional woman for the rest of my life, and I will never fucking look back. That's for fucking sure. Card number 52, Scarab Beetle. Magic works through you. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered, for the creative magic of scarab beetle spirit reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, scarab beetle spirit reminds you that spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose something old, for spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished, revitalized, as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire, and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow spirit to work through you to magically manifest what you need. Divine Spirit 313, New Beginnings. Really? Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that, Heidi. I've seen the Black Eyed Peas in concert. They were really good. Indigo Rose, I remember my drawing. It meant so much to me. Me too. I've been jammed. It's like I told Damn River Boys. The last thing I got stuck on was... It's not stuck on, but just started, but not even truly finished. I started on August 17th, and it's still not done. It's been I don't even know. My mind can't conceive of more of the shit show, and my body won't be able to sustain it, that's for sure. And I know it might sound negative or not fucking love and light and sprinkles and fucking rainbow farts, but that's the truth. Manel, I saw Santana in Hammersmith, London, and Zappa at Wembley. What song is it? I love Nelly Furtado because she's Canadian. I love Nelly. Nelly. I love her. Nelly Furtado. No, I said Nelly, not Lily. Not sure about her newer stuff. I know that she had something came out new of her. I don't know. I'm not aware of it. I kind of let Nelly Furtado go when she was in her whole man-eater vibration of hooking up and playing the fucking pop star fucking part, right? One of the reasons I really was enamored with her right away is that she was a little different, and then she went a certain pop route, and that ain't my jam. Like, there's songs I can like and stuff, but that's not, it's just whatever, right? Indigo Rose says, I feel that. I'm tired too. Warrior time is over. I need my masculine to show up. Yeah, I second that emotion. Definitely. The whole, we're connected in the astral and in dream time, and dreaming certain things is like getting fucking old. And it's like, I don't mean to disrespect my fucking dream time and that the connection that has to solidify in the fucking astral first, but that don't mean shit to manifest a life or to give an example to a fucking growing girl, right? Heidi says Indigo Rose, he's on his way. Oh, cool. Hope mine too. Fucking front door's right there, dude. Love you guys. Heidi says Indigo Rose, I felt it in my heart when I read that. Two hearts shall beat as one. Yeah. Manel, I just remembered I saw Motorhead at Hammersmith. I could not hear for 3 days. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah. Especially because my neck is very stiff today because I had a weird kind of sleep time. Yeah. I remember not being able to move and function properly after certain concerts. And then telling myself I will never do that again. And doing it again. Heidi says the last song I posted is Sam Garrett. Double syncs with that name. I like his energy. I don't think I've listened to him in a while though. Indigo Rose says, yeah, truth. I'm done with that shit show too. Divine River Boy says perfection takes time. I guess, but yeah, I know what that song is. I like it. The Nelly song is old. Say it right. Oh my god! Ah! Yeah! That was tickling my back. I thought it was a hair, but it was like a piece of my shirt. Ah! Manila, those concerts were all in the 80s. Divine Spirit 313 says, Damn River Boys, I wanted to say hi. I didn't know if you'd remember me from here. I was organic intelligence before I changed my picture and my name. Yeah. Manila, feel your hearts, ladies. And so Heidi says, so hi, Damn River Boys. Hi. Yes, Heidi says, to those who are ready for divine union. Exactly. It's his new song, G? Sam's? Cool. Armpit hairs. Indigo Rose, I love the color of your shirt. Roar, thank you. Hi, house family. I'm gonna move around, take a baby break, come back, and we'll see what happens. I'll be back. I gotta move around again. sweetie. I was just thinking about you. Kelly Ryan O'Brien. Yeah, I was just looking up, checking for crow energy. It's super quiet out there except for my construction next door. No crows in sight. Heidi says, earlier I said, God, I haven't heard Dexter bark in days. He just barked. So I would go carry him out here. Roar. Yeah, I didn't put the pling plong on. It's like I need a break. I gotta move around. I just got up and went. And he's on the porch standing up, a little wobbly, but smelling the air. Well, that's already a lot. Oh my gosh, sweetie, thanks for that. Go, Dexter. Go, Dexter. Miracle pup indeed. Yeah, Heidi says, greetings, Kelly. G's taking just a little break. Yeah, I've been on for 144. Boom, turn to 45. Divine Spirit 313, I refuse to believe anything else. Gave all to the divine. Kelly, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Hi, Kiki. How are you, sweetie? Nice freaking flower energy you still got going on there. It's mind-blowing to me because we share the same types of winters, but your fall and the bloomage, the fleur, just the bloomage is so much, it's longer for you guys. Right on, Kiki. Started raining. I called it a day at the farm. Now I'm washing the harvest. Yum. What you got? What you washing? Thanks for coming in, Kiki. Let's do a little bit of fairy energy. And I pulled the card earlier, Kelly. If you're still here, where's the exchanging gifts with the ballerina? So I had you with me. Washing tomatoes. Yum. He loves tomatoes so much. Might freeze tonight though. Flowers are at their peak. Yeah. Boom. I was wondering when I said crow if anybody would say that there was crows for them. Indigo Rose says the crows are calling outside. Love them so. And Heidi too. Crows are here too. Cray cray. Roar. Love it. Love crows. Me too. Oh, no way. The crows sleep on top of my building now. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, this card keeps coming up, guys. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I haven't used the fairy deck for like I've just left it alone for a while. And now I've been grabbing it randomly, and every time I do, this card comes up. There's a lot of little synchronicities and stuff that's really cool in the imagery. Whoa. Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully. Make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Are you a clock watcher? Does it feel like the days are passing by you? The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully, even the peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gifts of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do the things you need to do, but it's your attitude to time that dictates the way it actually impacts your life. If you're governed by time and you're always glancing at the time, try not looking at the time. Take off the watch. Notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it. And always take the time for yourself. Gonna leave that at that. Take what resonates. Precious time. Heidi. Divine Spirit 313. Crows are multidimensional. Like the cats. Yep. 2133. Birds be sleeping here, says Manel. Yeah, I know, eh? Heidi says to Indigo Rose, that's the dimensions, protection. Yeah. Sleeping birds, yeah. Heidi says crows and cats, Cece, show up in all timelines throughout time. Meow. Hi, Michael Joshua Lewis. How are you doing? Indigo Rose. Crows mean so much to me. When I learned to communicate with them, and it's a memory I hold as meaningful. Heidi, picture is worth an infinite image of time. Yeah, weird a little bit too. Yes, Manel, crows give messages for sure. For real. $16:36 Eastern Time. 369, babies. I'm gonna pull another few cards and then wrap up the stream. I'm feeling hungry. You can feel my energy is just like kind of instead of whoop, and I need food, dudes. Wild Rose Fairy. Love. Lovey-dovey. Card number 47. Wild Rose Fairy. Wild roses are my favorite. Like, I like cultivated or whatever fancy roses too. They're really pretty or whatever, but wild roses are my absolute favorite. The scent of the wild rose is heady. The perfume fragrance swirls around you and flows directly into your heart. With each inhalation, your heart opens even wider and deeper. The soft pink color of the petals contrasts with the dark, shiny leaves. Fluttering among the blossoms is a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Magic is in the air. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution towards the realization that we all are love. In matters of romance, there is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you, to others, and to the universe. Healing has occurred, healing is occurring, healing will occur. Your angels, guides, and spiritual guardians and allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself in the way those spirits see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved and cherished and adored you are. Be open to allowing Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. Heidi, picture's worth an infinite image of time. Manil, thank you so much for showing your hearts. Roar. Indeed. Thank you, Miigwech. Merci. Wow, honey. Oh my God. Dexter just showed that he wanted to lay in the yard. It's the first time in days. Roar. That's beautiful. I'm filled, joy-filled with gratitude. Roar. Love you, Heidi. And Dexter, too. That's amazing. Held up the picture. We asked for prayers in the last hour, 2.5 hours, and he's already showing signs of improvement. I just want to show that this is Dexter. That's how he was doing live in real time earlier when Heidi sent this. It would have been 3, oh my God, it was 3:13 Eastern time when you sent that to me, Heidi. When you sent the pictures to me, it was 3:13 Eastern time. And that he's already showing signs of improvement since we started to amplify prayers and healing for him, right? Took your flip-flops off. He said, get outside, Mom. Right on. Reflections of us here. Well, wow. Here's the other one. Card number 13. I just said 313. I didn't look at the card because I wanted to show Dexter again after I read that. Ego Spirit. Card number 13. Freedom. Ego Spirit invites you onto her back and you dwindle in size so that you can climb on. You hold on to the down beneath her feathers as she soars higher and higher. And the forest looks smaller and smaller. And you can see so clearly as you ascend above the clouds. You have never felt so free. This card indicates that it's time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. Fling your arms to the heavens in joy. This card also appears when you have let life or others restrict your freedom. Recognizing this is the first step to reclaiming your power. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectation of others. The truth is that you aren't here on this earth to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you are certainly able to decide the meaning that you give to those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Hold the intent that boundless freedom surges through you, and so it shall. Divine Spirit 313, magnificent energy shared here today. So grateful for you all. Yeah, River Boys, sorry if I missed anything. I had to take a phone call. Indigo Rose, that was a beautiful message. Reading, love it. Right on. Love you too, sweetie. Yeah, 313. Got shivers when I saw that timestamp. Whoa, eh? I'm like, tabarnak. Not really sure how to say this word out loud, guys. Well, thank you, book, for telling me in the first line. Yeah, Kiki says, wow, so cool. Amplified prayers and healing for Dexter. Yes. Watch that short about the Eagle 140, the renewal. I watched it yesterday. Incredible. A good reading for this endeavor, says Manel. Kiki says, wow. 13 Eagle is my Aztec astrology sign. 13 is more lucky than most will know. Indeed, and having a Friday the 13th in 2 days, and I say 2 days, whereas it's only in 1 day for those in Australia, is very powerful. Air, card number 1. The Hebrew word ruach. I think I'm saying it right. Ruach. Concisely and precisely describes how the spirit of air makes itself known to us. Ruach has more than one meaning and is interpreted as either breath, wind, or spirit, or Holy Spirit, holy breath. Similar to spirit, you don't really see air, yet you become aware of it when it moves, whether it's as a wind or as breath. Wind can come as a gentle breeze with a soft caress on your skin, or it can be so intense and violent that it becomes destructive. Breath circulates the air in your body, a continual reminder that you are alive, whether or not you're even consciously aware of your breathing. And like wind, it can be relaxed and steady, or when your body is activated, it can be intense and forceful. And like air, spirit is not visible, yet its effects can be perceived as physical manifestations in the world or as inspiration sourced from ordinary, non-visible spirit guides. In fact, inspiration means to breathe in spirit. Birthing into this world, we immediately become acquainted with the air that first breath, initiating the circulation of these vital forces of air and spirit that continue until we exhale our final breath of air and release our soul to return to spirit. The message: it has become apparent that your breath has been shallow and stilted of late, often to the point where you catch yourself holding your breath. Correspondingly and ironically, you've also noticed how you've been neglecting your spiritual practice, leaving you bereft of the much needed circulation of both air and spirit. The tension in your body is due to feeling overwhelmed with earthly tasks to the point of forgetting to consciously breathe and neglecting to attend to your relationship with spirit. Pause for a few moments. Focus your attention on your breath, allowing it to be steady and easy. Notice that the sensations that become apparent, such as, I had to blow that out, I don't want it to pop my glass candle. Notice that the sensation become apparent, such as the barely discernible breeze as it enters and exits through your nose or mouth. Be aware of the movement of your body, the muscles of your chest and abdomen that operate in practice unison to inhale and exhale this vital life force. Notice any areas of tension and allow that tension to dissipate with each exhalation. Boom! Regenerate your daily spiritual practice to incorporate conscious breathing as you do. And that, my friends, is the end of today's live stream. I named the live stream today Regenerate or Regeneration? Regeneration. And I wondered when I would come up with when the word would come up, and there it goes. Regenerate your daily spiritual practice and incorporate conscious breathing as you do. And this, my friends, is a full-on boom synchronicity. Earlier I was speaking to someone that texting with someone that I love, telling her specifically, breathe, baby, breathe. We forget when we have fear or pain to breathe. And I wanted to send her one of my favorite meditations that is, I think it's called, I'll go find it and I'll share it with you guys. I wanted to share it with her, and then I squirreled and decided to do the live stream. I wanted to send it to her a little bit because to get her kind of laugh giggle going. Why don't we do the meditation together before we leave? Sounds like a plan, Stan. So yeah, the full circle synchronicity of me knowing I wanted to send something and did not, and the reminder with the last card, it's time to send it. We're going to do this meditation together, people. Start planning the life. Give me a second. Y'all ready? Sit or lie comfortably, quietly. Allow yourself to be here, fully, in this moment. With your eyes closed, begin to connect with your inner world of thought and feeling. Gradually, let the horseshit of the external world fade from your awareness. If you find your mind wandering to other thoughts, don't let it concern you. Just acknowledge that all that shit is fucking bullshit. You're here now, in this place, with your inner stillness. Those bitches can't get under your skin. They can't even. Take in a deep breath. Now breathe out. Just feel the fucking nonsense float away. Take full, deep breaths. Breathe in strength. Breathe out bullshit. Allow your breathing to discover its own natural, unhurried pace. If your thoughts drift to the three-ring shit show of your life, bring your attention back to your breathing. And with each breath, feel your body saying, fuck that. With passive acceptance, just allow distracting thoughts to float by. Fuck that. With each breath you take, your thoughts become lighter, and all the soul-eating cocksuckers just fall away into nothing. Take a moment to appreciate the silence. Those assholes can't piss all over a purity like this. You are weightless, timeless, without beginning or end. Completely relaxed and free of thought. And as you slowly open your eyes,
greet the world and everything in it with a new, beautiful breath of fuck that.
Loves you guys. You gotta keep on meditating. Oops. Giggles, I'm breathing though. Love you guys. Have a super afternoon, evening.